What is up, my Wolfpack? My name is Lobito. Today we are diving into a story that honestly breaks my heart as a Peruvian creator. We are talking about Rakkun, her massive fall from grace, and how one person's choices basically put a nail in the coffin for the Vtubing scene in Peru. But first, who was Rakkun? Rakkun, previously known as Rakkun Sutaru, is an independent female Peruvian virtual YouTuber and streamer who debuted in August 2021. She is known for her career as singer and voice actress. In 2021, she joined the agency Owosu as their fourth member after Heto, Hirudosh, and Shubi U, but she left in 2024. Rakkun, between 2021 and 2023, was one of the biggest names in the Hispanic VTubing world. She was basically the pride of Peru, leading the charge for indie and agency talent alike in the country. She had everything: the talent, the community, and the respect of the industry. She wasn't just a streamer, she was proof that Peruvian creators could dominate the global stage. On May 4th, 2025, Rakkun's former agency Owosu, who was involved in huge controversies, won lawsuits engaged after them by former talents. Following this defeat in justice, Rakkun became the center of an important series of critics. She was accused of lies and manipulation by her former colleagues and several third parties. With these accusations, one of the reasons given to her behavior was an obsession to get Owosu found guilty. On May 7th of the same year, all videos and covers from all Rakkun's channels, Rakkun BT, Rakkun CH, and Rakkun R, managed by Owosu, were completely unlisted. But shortly after, only her villain cover on her past main channel, Rakkun BT, was made public. On that same day, Rakkun went live on Twitch in a stream entitled Fin del Show, which means end of the show in Spanish. During the stream, Rakkun was committed to first, clear her intentions to the public and prove her point on a lot of gripes that she had against anybody accusing her at this point. And secondly, show the lawsuits should have been in her favor by a legal loophole. She exposed on the screen a full Google Drive folder where she stored everything she considered as evidence or key element, and ultimately made the link to this folder public in her chat by the end of the stream. This stream had massive consequences to damage Rakkun's reputation more than it ever was so far, for a number of grave faults attached to her actions and words. Former Owosu talents and third parties evoked during the stream reacted by denouncing that she was leaking personal data, national identity numbers, phone numbers, photos of real faces and real names, and even exposing private lives, more lies, recording conversations against the other party's wills, and finally slander. On May 10th, her Twitch channel was banned for an indefinite time, and finally on June 13th, Rakkun announced via Twitter that her 3 channels were hacked. Some were temporarily banned for promoting crypto scams, including her oldest one, which is named Rakkun MP3. Everything exploded basically when Rakkun tried to clear her name. Instead of professionalism, she went nuclear. She leaked lots of private stuff. Like I said, private phone numbers, real names, even national IDs. In Peru they are called DNI, of her former colleagues. Rakkun was showing a sociopathic behavior, in my opinion, during that stream, because she also had private conversations via voice calls on Discord that they were private, and she completely leaked them without any consent, and she even doxed the families of other VTubers. That's what led to her Twitch ban, and currently she's being blacklisted by the community. We gotta talk about a certain individual involved in this drama. Rima Evenstar. During the chaos, Rima was one of the main English-speaking voices covering the drama. But here's the thing, Rakkun was Rima's primary source of information. This led to a massive whitewashing by Rima. Because of the language barrier, Rima initially pushed Rakkun's narrative, and this was basically making Rakkun a martyr to the public eye. completely downplaying the harm Rakkun was causing to other talents. It basically fanned the flames and made the toxicity spread even further. I'm not going to deep dive into Rima today because I feel like she deserves her own exclusive video. So stay tuned for that, because her role in whitewashing this situation is a very deep rabbit hole, but it wouldn't be the first rabbit hole Rima is in. So let's just go back to Rakkun, okay? This whole situation created a stigma, okay? Because after Rakkun, the word VTuber in Peru became synonymous with drama and doxing. Potential sponsors pulled back, and new creators were terrified to start because the community felt radioactive. She was our biggest representative. Rakkun was to Peru what Takanashi Kiara is to Austria. That's the best way to put it. When your hero turns out to be the villain who leaks her friend's IDs, that completely destroys the trust for everyone else. The growth of the Peruvian scene is basically stalled at this point. I think this is a cautionary tale about ego and revenge. Rakkun didn't just destroy her career, she burned the bridge for a lot of talented people behind her. Everyone is scared now. Peru is sadly a country where if you get caught up in a controversy, you're going to get destroyed for life. In my opinion, this is something that could have been avoided if Rakkun just went independent after Owosu collapsed. She didn't have to go after them. She could have just let them sink themselves, and she could have just continued her career as an independent, or maybe joining another agency, who knows. But she had to see Owosu fall for some reason, but not in the way, she didn't want Owosu to fall by itself. She wanted to be the main person taken down. She wanted to be the hero, quote-unquote hero, taking down Owosu. This is what led to her downfall. This is what led her former colleagues turn against her, and this is, of course, that is what led Rakkun to just fight back in the worst way possible, leaking everything and basically becoming the main villain of this story. And in my opinion, this is what always, this is always something that becomes a stigma for Peruvians, because it is always this mentality of I have mind, fuck you. This is the mentality Peruvians, the majority of Peruvians have. It's always there, no matter what. We are gonna find a lot of good people in Peru, yes, but that attitude is always present for some reason when it comes to our representatives. For some reason, it's always like that. Whether it is politics, whether it is celebrities, it is always there. So I guess the good people are the people who aren't famous for some reason here in my country. But I would like to hear your opinion, guys. What do you guys think? Can the Peruvian Vtubing scene ever recover? I feel like not, because we are wherever I go to a weeb store or a mall that has everything related to geek culture or anime culture, there is basically nothing related to VTubers. There is nothing. The VTubing scene here in Peru was already weak before this whole drama, but after this drama, everything is just dead. VTubing is dead here in Peru. So the shadow of Rakkun is too big. But let me know in the comments what do you think about. Suggest me topics that you would like to see me covering. I'm starting this new route of talking about drama that has already been closed. I just want to keep reminding people of stuff that happens so that it doesn't get forgotten. And the reason why Peruvian VTubing is not as big as it used to be. It wasn't big to begin with, but it was slowly growing. But sadly, this happened, and we are back to square one. So, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to keep the pack growing. I'll see you on the next one, and especially the one about Rima. I am Lobito, and I hope you have a good day. Peace!